Hi everybody, and welcome back to Lost Genre Reddit Stories. So, if you are a How I Met Your Mother fan, then you probably know what pulling a Ted Mosby is, which is basically saying I love you too soon. Well, guess what this post's about? This one's from user Dirty Teacher 1992, saying I love you too soon. I'll try to keep this short. I, 28 female, started seeing my boyfriend, 39, last December. I'm a teacher and his daughter, 6, was in my class last school year. He also has a son, 3. He's a single father and the children's mom passed away a couple of years ago. We bumped into each other in a pub just before Christmas and hit it off and started dating. We've been taking it quite slow, going on 1 or 2 dates a week and messaging and talking. We're not sleeping together, but there's plenty of kissing in that. You know what happened worldwide with the health crisis, lockdown, restrictions, and all of that. So we couldn't see each other for a few months, but have been talking every day. Anyway, we decided that it would be nice for me to meet the children as his partner as the next step. So he cooked dinner for us all last night, and it was amazing. The children are really sweet and seemed genuinely excited I was there. The daughter especially seemed super pleased to see me. Just watching this man's man, I don't know a better way to describe it, I hope you know what I mean, with his children just made me want him more. Was almost a different person, but not, if that makes sense. The final straw was hearing him singing the bedtime song to his son when he tucked him in. Was adorable. Once he'd put both children to bed, I teased him on whether I could get a bedtime song too, and got the answer I was hoping for, which was basically inviting me to stay the night. I'm not going to lie, I was so incredibly turned on by this stage. Is that even normal? Anyway, after an amazing night we were all cuddled up in bed and I just said, I love you. I didn't plan on saying it, it just came out in the moment. He didn't say anything at first, but he did seem to hold me a little tighter and after a while he said, "You're amazing." We fell asleep snuggled up and woke up the same, which was super nice too. But I'm a bit worried I may have scared him off. I mean, who says I love you after the first time sleeping together? How should I address this? Should I address this? And that is what you would know as a Ted Mosby. And if you don't know, well, maybe you should watch the first episode of How I Met Your Mother and it will all be much clearer. Anyways, the debate I want to set on this video is, do you think there is a moment where it is too soon to say I love you? Is there some sort of rule or something of the sort that you shouldn't say I love you before the first 3 months or something like that? What do you guys think? As a side note, if you don't remember, I just enabled memberships on this channel, and one of the things I'm going to do is have a weekly live stream where I'll review the week's stories with your input and take a look at your comments as well, doing comment review. So now let's get back to the story. Let's take a look at the top community comments that OP got, and then we have an update to see what happened next. Jimmy Jr. Dance Party says, I think you're overthinking it. You've been involved for 7 to 8 months. That's plenty of time to fall in love with someone, even if you're not seeing them in person for some of it. Sleeping together is extremely intimate, and it's natural to be overwhelmed with emotion afterwards. Don't address it, just leave it be and let him say it when he's ready. If an almost 40-year-old man is scared off by you saying I love you after talking every day for the better part of a year, you're better off anyway. OP responds, thanks for the response. You're right, I never thought about the time frame. I was just focused on the fact I said it after sleeping with him for the first time. I definitely haven't scared him off anyway. He just sent me a picture of his daughter's giant, almost as big as her, stuffed tiger with the caption, got my bedtime cuddle sorted. Don't stay away too long. He snores and doesn't smell as nice as you. Spets911 says, you're good I think. Post-intimacy things happen. What I wouldn't do is pressure him one way or another on this. OP's response, thanks for the response. I'm just going to leave it unless he brings it up. He's not acting weird or anything, so it's all good. Snakeboy Gang says, reading this made me smile. It sounds like you guys have a beautiful budding relationship. I understand your anxiety and feeling like you may have jumped the gun with saying I love you. However, I think the fact that he wanted you to meet his children as his partner is a clear signal that he is also serious about this relationship. A lot of people have hang-ups with saying I love you for the first time. It can feel like a big step to some. But I really don't think this would scare him off. Even if it scared him a bit in the moment, in terms of addressing it, I would probably give it some time and see if things feel awkward at all when you spend time together. If you decide to address it, it would be direct, but try not to add more pressure. Something like, I said that because I care for you, and seeing you with your children helped me see another deep side of you. And it is okay if you're not ready to say that too, if that feels like too big of a step right now. Best of luck. OP responds, thanks for the response. In hindsight, he wasn't awkward at all this morning. Would have gone for round 4 when we woke up, but the sounds of Daddy being called through the house meant he had to get up. But I did get a coffee in bed. So, what do you guys think? Do you think OP said it too soon? Do you think her new boyfriend is a little bit more private or just takes a little bit more time to say the I love you words? If you were in OP's shoes and with the information we know, would you feel like you've scared him or her off? In my opinion, I don't think so. I think he's just more reserved with the I love yous than she is, and she just got caught up in the moment and said it, but I don't think she got him scared off. Anyways, let's go check out the update to see what happened. Thought I'd drop a quick update as so many nice people gave advice. I was definitely overthinking things and suspect I was just being over-worried due to his widower status. I've never really consciously associated that to him before I started reading some of the replies to my original post. Over the past few weeks, I've stayed at his home more often than not, and things have been great. He hasn't said I love you yet, but there's a list of things he has said and done that helped me realize not saying it doesn't mean he's not feeling it. In no particular order. The little messages in the morning and evening on the rare occasions I don't stay at his place. Yep, he's still thinking of me even when I'm not there. He ordered some toiletries for me on his weekly shop, so I had some at his place, after checking with me what I need. Plus, I'm getting invited to join his meal planning discussions, where everyone in the house gets to pick at least one meal for the coming week. This is making me feel like a part of the family, and not just a guest. He's cleared out some drawer and wardrobe space in his bedroom, so I can keep stuff at his too. This one was pretty huge to me. When his daughter asked if Miss Teacher was going to live with us forever, his reply was a cheeky little smile and a not yet. Yup, irrational or not, the yet sent a few flutters off. Smile. He's really open about everything. He's admitted to me that at one point in his life, he really didn't believe that he'd be capable of love again, in a romantic way. But he knows now that's not true. Perhaps irrationally on my part, I did read that as I love you, just in a I really can't say it way. He's arranged for his parents to have the kids this weekend so we can have a night away and a date or two because, and I quote, "You deserve to be treated like a princess too sometimes, and I don't want you to feel I only want you around for the children." He's posted a few pictures on social media of us, with and without the children. My favorite being a selfie of all 4 of us snuggled on the sofa with the caption, "Star Wars night with the family. Life is good." After the previously mentioned Star Wars night, whilst we were being intimate, I let slip another I love you in the heat of the moment, and he replied, I know. Which, if you're a bit of a Star Wars fan, which we both are, is kind of the cool guy's way of saying it. A little bit nerdy, I know. Well, OP, it doesn't seem to me like you scared him off. That's a good thing. Apparently, he seems like he's really into the relationship, he just hasn't said the words I love you, which, to be honest, at this point, sounds a little bit irrelevant. He did say I know like Han Solo did, so that is pretty much saying I love you, only like in Star Wars lingo. So all there's to say from me is, hopefully your relationship will keep going forward and he'll get to the stage where he can say I love you to you. But apparently, the good thing is you're not in a rush for it, so good for you. Now back to the topic of debate here, saying I love you too soon. Did you tell me already in the comment section what you think about this? If you haven't, give it a thought and let me know what you think. And so we've reached the end of the video. I truly hope you guys liked it. If you did, go ahead and click like. Of course, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, here are more videos from my channel that you might enjoy. And having said all that, I will see you guys on the next video.